Wow. Wow. What's going on, everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka Review King MB.
This is the part where we have to choose who do we kill. Who do we kill?
This is another Tyler Perry reviews, and I had planned to do a couple more movies after this, at least a handful of films. But I think I'm stopping. After watching this film, I think now is a good time to stop because I just got done watching Temptation, Confession of a Marriage Counselor. This is a 2013 film that was produced, written, and directed by Tyler Perry. And I think there's a combination of reasons of why I just want to stop doing Tyler Perry movies now. It's because not only are they just bad movies, for one, but some of them are so bad they're entertaining. So sure, but I can't stand how much of the same bullshit each and every single one of these movies are. It's rinse and repeat. Just let's take the same script, change out a couple of names, and it's more of the same. This time, we have Journey Smollett, or Smollett, the sister of Jussie Smollett. Although, Journey, she's been acting since she was a little kid. I remember myself being a kid, watching her show up in a bunch of TV sitcom type stuff, and even recently she was in that Harley Quinn movie. So she's been putting in the work. She's been acting for a while. Don't get me wrong. I just can't help but when I see that last name, I now think of some bullshit. So Journey Smollett, she plays this girl who, she's a Christian girl. She's been married to the same dude that she's known since she was a kid. She's only ever been with this same person. And while she's working at this company, she comes into contact with this really rich, good-looking dude who's flirtatious, who's forward, and who basically says, I want you. Even though you're married, even though you don't normally do this, I am going to do every little thing that I do to seduce you, to make you somewhat interested until you're tempted to have an affair. And this is one of those plots that I'm like, wait a minute, did I already see this? As far as like a married woman being lured by a man to cheat on her husband, it's at the very least a variation of the same thing I feel like I had seen, and it's yet another movie where a bunch of bullshit happens, and I got done with this thinking, fuck, man. Maybe a part of me is like, this is all you have to do? This type of shit is all you have to write in order to make the money that Tyler Perry is making out there in Hollywood. Call me a hater, call me jealous, but fuck, man. This was like, after some point, you would think that he would try something a little different, try something a little more original. As far as the acting goes, Journey Smollett, I mean, she's fine. It's not like she's bad. She's not a bad actress. It's just her character is so unlikable because she goes from loyal, great wife to not all that hard being seduced by this dude. And it's like, it's hard for me to feel bad, especially where her character ends up. It's very hard for me to sort of give a fuck. Lance Gross, who I remember talking about him playing the son of Angela Bassett in whichever movie that was. He plays the husband, and he's too good of a dude. There are scenes where it's so in his face that his wife is stepping out on him, that she's going behind his back. There is one goofy ass scene, and granted, he's a nice guy, he's a good guy, he does not deserve the shit that his wife gives him, just as far as the lying and deceiving. But there's one scene where he's watching a football game and he's so caught up in the game that he doesn't realize or notice that his wife sneaks out to take the phone call from this other guy. And then when the other guy convinces her to leave her husband at like 9 o'clock at night to go hook up with him, she doesn't even tell the husband that she's leaving. She just sneaks out of the house as he's still sitting there yelling at the TV about the fucking game. I'm like, dude, come on, man. It can't be this goddamn easy. Acting. When I talked about how these actors weren't that bad, Kim Kardashian is for some reason in this movie. She plays, I guess, the friend of Journey Smollett. I mean, she works at the same job as her. And she says that she's her friend, but every scene that she has, she's judging the way she dresses and judging the way she looks and overly critical. I mean, I guess that some women do that and that makes them annoying, but it's like that's all the purpose of her character is. And acting wise, my god, Kim Kardashian, don't quit your day job, whatever the fuck that is. Good. The reality show when you're just being yourself, whatever you're famous for, whatever sex tape that it ain't acting. It ain't acting in a real movie, and I use that term loosely because this is Tyler Perry we're talking about. Brandy is randomly in this movie. She has a side plot where she ends up working at the same pharmacy that the husband is working, and she talks about how she got out of this really bad relationship and she's running away from this guy, trying to stay away from him, and it's this whole back and forth. I mean, early on you pretty much can put it together that the guy that she's talking about is the same motherfucker that Journey Smollett is dealing with, but they try to treat it like a twist. They try to make it all this big fucking twist upon twist M. Night Shyamalan reveal at the end, and it's like, Tyler, you are not that good of a writer to actually make this any less subtle. It's all in your face. There's another twist that he does the same bullshit that I will get to in a second. Also, Vanessa Williams she plays Journey Smollett's boss, and the whole movie I was confused as hell and trying to figure out why the hell is Vanessa Williams speaking with a French accent. Like, it was throwing me off because I'm like, am I supposed to buy that she's a French person? It was forced as all hell until the reveal where she gets told off and it gets thrown in her face that, like, everybody knows you only went to Paris for like 2 weeks and then you came back with that fake ass accent. I said, okay, so it was a long way around to get to some lame ass joke. All right, fine, cool. The person that Journey Smollett has the affair with, Harley, is played by Robbie Jones. I mean, the guy is fine acting wise. He does what he needs to do as far as being the seducer. Near the end of the movie, when the husband sort of puts shit together, finally, it took him a while, felt like the Riddler was leaving the most obvious clues for this husband character to figure shit out. There's one scene where he looks outside the window and sees his wife drunkenly getting out of this guy's car, and he's still not sure if she's fucking cheating. So he goes to the guy's place. This huge ass party is going on where there's half naked women everywhere. There's fire flames on the fucking, like, TV screens. I mean, like, is he walking into hell? Like, literally? What is going on? Tyler Perry is not known for his subtlety, so I wouldn't be surprised if that is what he was going for. Now, the ending, I talked about the other twist. The movie actually starts with this marriage counselor who's trying to help this couple figure out their marriage problems, and then she begins to tell the story of the movie that we watch, of Journey Smollett. Like, we cut to the story, right? And the whole movie goes by, and then you get to the end, and the marriage counselor, she sort of wraps things up, and then she goes to the pharmacy, and what do you know? It's fucking the husband character, Lance Gross. He's there, he's older, and we see that, like, they're not to get, like, it's this whole thing where we're supposed to be shocked that the marriage counselor is the Journey Smollett character. Like, oh my god, I can't believe it's you. As soon as the marriage counselor started to tell the story, as soon as she said, once upon a time, there was this woman. And but as soon as that happened, I said, oh, she's telling the story about herself, right? Like 5 minutes in, I knew what it was. So when it got to the end, and the husband says her by name, and we're supposed to go, oh, they're the same person. Like, motherfucker, Tyler Perry, you aren't writing some Oscar shit here. This shit is obvious. This shit is not anything special. This shit might be able to fly at the Lifetime channel, but even then, I think they would say, come on, man, give us another draft. Do a rewrite, at least. This movie was some old bullshit.
Man, this some old bullshit.
And I feel like I wasted my goddamn time, not only with this movie, but for every one of these movies, even the slight enjoyment that I got for some of them. I'm at the point now where I'm frustrated as fuck. I'm at the point now where I'm probably being driven mad and a little crazy because of how much affairs, infidelity, lying and cheating and treating people like shit. I've seen so much of this drama bullshit that I just want to take a break. I do. I'm going to take a break. So guys, let me know in the comments below, not only what do you think of Temptation, but what's the worst Tyler Perry movie? Because I'm sure I've probably seen it in one of these. I can't even tell you which one. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later.
Time's changing quickly for me and you. The future's come, it's come for you. The moment upon your very eyes, the life around you are hypnotized. I take my 1,144, hands spread wide open, line up the floor. The things come fast from here on out, no more delay or benefit of doubt. The prophecies, they talked to this time. I've been waiting patiently to bust.